Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. It is wonderful to see you and share the Saturday morning with you, in which we're playing a little bit more Windbound, a game that I'm thoroughly addicted to. I gotta say, I've done it a great injustice by saying how frustrating it was. It was just me not being able to play it properly. So, let's apply what I've learned over the week in my second game that I've just kept playing and playing, and I've worked out things that are just, I'm gonna tell you all about it today. Miss Biscuits, thank you so much for the wonderful super chat donation. I really appreciate that. No worries that you can't stay. It's always wonderful to see you. Super, super nice. And the Nico is here. And the Camilla, or the Nako, should I say. I'm never sure how to pronounce it. And the Camilla is here. Wonderful. And I never knew there was a carnival in Venice. Now that I can't say carnival in Venice, that does actually ring a bell, as if I have heard that expression before. Latest word I've learned this morning, because English is not my mother language, of course. Latest word that Julia guessed in a game that one of her friends made on Core, gonad. She said, don't say it on the stream, but it's just, I've learned it just this morning. So one of those things. And the mermaid tail is coming along. I hope to work with it again today. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm glad it's working out for you. This is good. Let me show you what I've been up to this morning. When I woke up, I made this. Look at that, it's a coffee mug. I made that in hexagon. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so it's maybe not a $20 on the DAS store type product, but it's I've never really modeled in hexagon from scratch, and I thought, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's a bit chunky around the edges, but it does have all the tools. I suppose the handle could go in a little bit, but I like coffee, and it's one of those things. So yeah, I've modeled that from scratch this morning in hexagon. I use it basically if I want to bring in, if there's something that is easy to do, like making sleeves shorter or adjusting hair or adjusting the fit of something. It's really easy to do that in hexagon. You bring it in with the bridge, you do your thing, and then you send it back and it becomes a morph. So it's what I usually do is just do things like that, adjust fit like this. And if I wanted to make that not bulgy, I'd go and switch on the soft selection here, and then the whole wall of the mug would come out. And this is just super easy to do in hexagon, especially because it's so well integrated in DAS Studio. So maybe I should spend more quality time with it, because all the cool tools are here, and sometimes they're a little bit more elegant than how Blender thinks about it. Blender's also elegant in its own way, but it thinks very differently than hexagon. It is a little old, but it's still working, so it's fine. Maybe I'll call this one coffee mug. I don't want to. I'll just put it on my desktop as a hexagon file in case I want to see if I can do this. I know it's a little broad, isn't it? It was just a first attempt. How would we make this a little less broad? So I'll probably go ahead and say select faces. Also, don't use soft selection. See if we can make it happen. And do this and that, and then I would go and increase my selection somehow. I think that's possible with like a grow selection, shift and that. Okay, so that's shift and this. We grow the selection. That should be enough selection. I'm sure there's a more elegant way to do it. Let's see if we can do soft selection. Make it less soft. And then just go bring this in a little bit. Like so. Yeah, I think I've selected too many faces over here. Deselect a few here. I'm sure there's a way better way to do this, but hey, there we go. There. Handle less pronounced. I can even shrink this down if I wanted to make this a bit smaller. No, that's not going to look good. That's not going to look good. Maybe I'll model it again from scratch. What do you think? Yes, it has box modeling now. Exactly. It's a new mode in Windbound that I've just discovered. It's cool. I think I'm gonna try this again from scratch and show you what I've learned in Windbound. So this is another thing that I didn't know. There is, welcome Pamela, by the way. Are you at the Venice Carnival? We were just wondering. So one thing that I didn't know about Windbound is that you can actually have multiple save games. And that's something that wasn't immediately obvious to me, probably because they're using a different terminology in the beginning there. Let's see, we have audio, the most important thing. Come to Papa. We do have audio. I like it. So continue is, of course, continue on with your new game, with your current game. New game is a new one. Free sailing, I didn't know what that is either. I haven't tried that out yet, but apparently that is just something in which you sail through one island and you don't necessarily progress through the stages as we do. But in the profiles here, that is where you set different games. So this one here, profile 1, that's the one that I'm at, that is kind of our game, and I'm already at chapter 4. So there was a really annoying boss fight at the end of chapter 3, and I managed, after literally 2 hours of trying, I managed to get past it. So I've just arrived on the first island in chapter 4, and we're going to talk about this in a minute. But this is my other game, and what I didn't realize is that it is completely different than the one that we started. So everything, when you start a game, all the resources, all the islands is completely random. So my other game, I have completely different advantages and disadvantages than we have in this game here. So I thought that was quite interesting. I might as well just quickly show you this, because it's just totally different. The islands look different. The aim is still to get 3 orbs and then progress to the next level, but everything looks different. So very interesting. Look, I've got a different outfit that I've unlocked. I have this purpley glowing what is that, a sword that never goes away. That's kind of interesting here. It is this one here, the Halloween Witch's Broom / Spear, and the cool thing with that is that it goes and shoots magic ammo at, you know, unsuspecting customers, and then it takes a little while for it to regenerate. It's one of those things that you get given at the beginning of the game, and in our game I didn't actually get that, so very interesting. I've also got this parry ability, not a parry but kind of an evade. If I dodge, that's it. So I didn't know I had that. With this cape that I'm wearing, I can actually do this. So when I'm in front of killing gorehorns and stuff, I can literally go and move out of the way really quickly. I had no idea I could do that. So now I can literally kill large game, and it's you know, it's interesting. Another thing, super fun, I tell you, is that we can fish. I didn't know there were fish in the game that I can hunt. So what you need to do is just stand here if you're running low on food, like you would in real life. You would just look at the ocean, unsuspecting, and you just wait for fish to drop by. And you got to be patient, like you are. So there is fishing in this game after all. I found that really cool, because that means there's just another source of food that we can have there. Sometimes you just have to wait. There you go. Look at that. There's a fish, and I can go. Hiya! With this nice gadget, it literally remote kills fish, which is kind of cool. So you just go grab that, and then with the raw fish you either grill them or you turn them into oil, which then turns into like fire bombs or something. So very interesting. I never knew this. So yeah, this is kind of my other game, which is interesting. So I'll go back into our game now, and we'll have a look at chapter 4 and see what happens there. Miss Martina is here. How's it going? Profile. So yeah, there we go. You can have multiple save games, and I thought that wasn't possible in this game, but it is. So very nice. This is our game, so I'm going to go and continue with that. Yes, we've missed you too, Pamela. I've built a really large boat, and yes, it's let me show you this. So I've done the boss fight on chapter 3, and that was really tricky. And with these fire bombs, I was able to get him. This here is the first island in chapter 4, so I haven't explored anything here yet. And this is also a new area. I thought I'm going to leave this to explore on the stream, because I don't really know what's happening here. It's a different environment, and there's a new guy here. What is it, like a mega toad or something? So I haven't really done anything about him, but I can still dodge slightly slower than in my other game, because I'm missing this one thing that I was given there. Got a good spear here as well. It's a good what spear are we talking about here? These are the oil bombs that I've made. We'll see how to make those later. This is a Spectral Spear. Oh my goodness, right? I didn't know that either, because in my game I have this Ancestral Spear, which is like a bone-tipped spear. And it lasts forever, it never breaks. But in my other game, I have the one with the purple balls. Very interesting. And this here, let's mine this. What is that? Interesting. That is Crude Metal. Look at that. Mr. Neville, how's it going? Very good to see you. This unrefined ore is used in the construction of upgraded weapons and defenses. Oh, I wonder. Another thing I found out. I built myself. Not a cauldron. It was... Oh, now I have the metal, the hull armor, hull spikes, and the wood chest. Oh, alright. See what we can do with that. So I found out I made myself... I collected a lot of clay, and we had to have something to make use of the clay and turn it into pottery. I forgot what that was now, but I'll show you in a second. Poison gland. Look at that. Let's pick that up. What is that? This organ stores and excretes a potent poison. Ooh! Ooh! Many an unskilled hunter has lost his life to the poisonous glands of a beast already dead and defeated. Ooh! Well, see, that looks like... We should collect some. And then turn them into bombs against these foes. Oh my god, him. Ah! Okay, fine. We didn't really... I didn't... No. I'm not gonna fight you. Oh, wow. He does that. That, I bet, is a poison bomb. Oh, that wasn't good. I'd rather not fight this guy, because I'm really not equipped for that right now. I've only just landed here in... New foe! Oh! And he has spikes and everything. That is a fire over there. I've made a fire. Maybe we can make it back there. Just sneak past him so that he doesn't notice us. And of course there's other dangerous things in here. Oh yeah, like these guys. Of course. As if we need any more of those. Ow. Easy. Easy pickings. Silk more. Oh, look at that. Meat. I like it. We could do that. More meat. Alright. God, I can hear something. Was that just another silk maw? Oh yeah. That's okay. We're okay with the silk maw. Oh, ow. Dude. I'm not so okay with the big spiky guy. Dude, seriously. You and your little friends. But then hey, when they provide meat, who am I to argue? Silk, how much do we have? We've got a lot of stuff. They do make very crazy noises for the fact that they are so small, I must say. Maybe it's your internet, yeah. If you switch it down to 720, or even something lower than that, if you have to. Well, you're in Rome, right, Pamela? You're not close to the Venice Carnival, are you? I was just wondering, or Camilla and I were wondering this morning. I was thinking, hey, maybe Pamela's actually there. You never know. Where was my fire? Right, exactly. It's like the tiny dogs, isn't it? The tiny, super noisy dogs. Where's our fire? I want to go back to the fire. Oh my. This thing, we don't want to walk into this because... Look, it feels threatened, and when it goes up, it just goes and it guessed us at one point. Poison gland. Yuck. I could have sworn we saw we had a fire here. So must be around here then. And it's foggy and it's creepy. Volumetrics, just like in Destiny 4.20. The boat, indeed. Yes, let me see if I can If I can find my way there. Oh my goodness, there's another evildoer here. And he, of course, he doesn't attack just by himself. There, got him. More meat. Is there something I can pick up here? Cattail. Oh, the creepy me. Oh no! Another guy. Look at that. I'm on my toes today. I gotta say, so this game is getting really, really difficult really fast. So my fire should be here. I should literally be walking right to it now. And I think where my fire is, I think there's also my boat around there somewhere. I keep missing it. I think it's not on anymore. There it is. That's my fire. Let me go grill something. Collecting that. You see, I'm carrying too much, I think. Let's have a look at the boat. I think that's a great idea. There. That's good. Now we need to figure out something to drop. Because we're carrying so much that I can't even eat my... Maybe clay. Let's go drop clay. What is this? This is poison gland. Crude metal. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and just drop that. And the poison gland. And maybe also the clay. I don't think we need that. Also the bone. I don't think we need the bone. There. Then we go delicately roasted meat. And eat a bit of that. That's roasted, that's raw, so let's not eat the wrong ones. There. Alright. Where is my boat? My boat's all the way over there, my goodness. Well, okay, we'll traverse the island several times. Show us the boat. I'll try my best. I think I'm walking in the right direction. So I didn't quite know what to expect from this level. And we may or may not have to tackle this really large guy over there. I don't really know. If we look at that's all the gnarly trees. It's a very, very different environment. Thankfully it's not forsaken, so that's good. Here it is. The USS. I don't really know. Don't think we've given the boat a name. And it's large. It's fully made of wood. And it has... Oh, that's the other thing I need to do in regards to storage. This is a wooden mast here. Very nice. So we can, once we go and sail it, I can go and open this up. Or down again. And it's going to keep us safe on the high seas. I think while I'm on here, what I also didn't quite know, that these storage pots here, I can put them on each hull as well. So that'll give me more storage. I'm thinking I'm gonna go and build those, so I can do something with the materials I've found. Like, look at that, all these things we can now do here. Elixir of Ardent Antidote, Mark of Patience, my goodness, there's so many things. But this is really what I'm interested in. This one here, the grass basket, or the bamboo basket, or the wooden chest. Didn't we find crude metal? I think we did, didn't we? Crude metal. Let's bring that back to the boat. Or let's see if we can even find more crude metal, who knows? So this guy in the woods there, this is another thing that I'd like to try out. Metal hull spikes. The one thing I've built, in fact, from fish, is this oil bomb sling ammo. And that might be really good against the big spiky guy in the forest there. I may have to ice him just to see if I can... There it is, more crude metal. If I can get out of here. Ow! That's what happens when you walk into one of these. And then she's all ill and stuff. It is, isn't it? A glass / bottle. I like it. Hey, this is good here. This is good. I certainly had a very good Saturday so far. Oh, hello. You and your little silk maw friends. I did indeed. Did you get an email notification just out of interest for the DAS Plus Pro Artist stream this afternoon? I was just wondering if there's something that went wrong with the email notifications because many of us didn't get them. Oh, hey, Mr. Brian, how's it going? Well, you are busy with projects right now. I understand your client is saying, can I have things now? Very good to see you. I'm about to go and make myself a wooden box on my new boat. But since there are a few more sticks around here, I think I might go and pick those up. In fact, more crude metal. Good stuff. Crude metal. Looks like we don't even have to... Looks like we don't even have to smelt it. Sticks are in very short supply. So is wood. That's my fire over there. You didn't get an email. Okay, good. So it's good to know because we have a feeling something may have gone wrong with letting subscribers know that there's a DAS Plus stream today. So we may postpone it until next Saturday. It kind of depends. They want to check. Maybe it didn't go out properly. Travis is on holiday, you see, so... Whenever there's music like this, I think this here, that is actually a person. Oh my god, yes he is, isn't he? Okay, let's try out that. Look at that, see how much damage that did? Pondwomper. Do we have a bow or something? A Tempest bow. That's something we could try. I only had these 2 oil bombs, so he has so much armor. I don't even know what happens when we, if and when we get him. Wonder if we should make some more bone-tipped arrows and stuff like that. Do we have capacity here? I think we do. It's one of those things. I'm thinking I might also go and save my game. That's the other thing I've learned. If you save your game like you used to back in the day, then you can go back to it. So if something happens now, at least I don't completely die. I just go back to my save game. 10, yes, Pamela, that's true. So 10 is the start time for the DAS Plus stream in Europe. Absolutely. Nico, oh, did you have a question? I didn't see that. Thank you for hiding our Russian friends there. I appreciate that. Very nicely done. Good work. Oh, Nico received something. Okay, good stuff. Your cold beer is the one thing that I currently haven't got in my fridge. What a shame. Yuck, what is this? Oh, that's clay. That's all right then. I thought it's something, you know, nastier than that. Rotten food or whatever. Let's go and put more delicately roasted meat on the barbecue here. Yes, exactly. It's 10 your time. 9 p.m. in the UK, 10 p.m. in Europe, and 4 p.m. Eastern. And that is 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain, where Daz are. Okay, let's go and let's fell this guy. And then build those wooden storage boxes for the boat, because that means we can traverse with so much more stuff. And also, you know, kill the other guy here. Oh yeah, also one other thing, clay. Take that with us. Oh no, we can't, because we need that. We need that. We need the smelter for that, don't we? Ah, so much to do. How do we make this poison ammo then? Poison bomb sling ammo. We need the clay pot. So clay pot is made from clay in a smelter, like in a, what is it called? Not a smelter. It has a special word that I've forgotten now. Bone and basic arrows. Okay, great. Let's go make some better arrows then. And then turn those into spectral arrows. We could do that. We'll use the regular bone arrows. Let's do that. The Flying Lotus! How you doing, buddy? Kiln, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Neville. Sometimes when you just can't think of the word. iClone, how exciting! Lotus, that is good news. Brian is heavily into iClone. He swears by it. It's one of those things I haven't yet looked into. But I hear there's a new version coming out, iClone 8, that includes the 3D Exchange. Sounds quite impressive, I gotta say. There's our boat. See if we can put some more storage boxes on this. And then eventually, I suppose, we're going to have to replace this bamboo thing here, because I don't think we come across much bamboo anymore. And now it's all wood these days, you know. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, yes. Wooden chest. Place to store 12 items. If we look at that, 1, 2. Look at that. We could put 2 of those in here. That's amazing. I'll put one here. Ah, that looks professional. How about here? Let's build another one. It's like a home away from home now. Yes, I heard that. I heard that they like nickel and diming you literally for anything and everything. Something like it's just, to me, it just means the costs are getting exponentially higher. You don't just buy one thing. You think, well, since it's a paid software, you buy this one thing and you're all right. But that's not quite how it works, is it? So, bone arrows, got those. What's actually in here? What's actually in here? We have clay. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Let's consolidate that. Wait, wasn't there other clay? There we go. Just want to consolidate that. These are magic ingredients. This is wood. This is some silk, and we do have some bamboo here. That's neat. What we got here? Any wood? Any wood in here? Yeah, perfect. Let's consolidate. And then more silk in here. Yeah, that's good stuff. Just in case we need silk. This is crude metal. Crude metal. We could just put that in here. And then also poison glands. And what we got here? Rocks. Might as well pick some. Yeah, we could carry them. Thick grass, always good to have that. Bleeding front, I don't think we need it right away. Sticks, good to have some spare. And then food, I think I'm going to carry with me. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I think before we leave, then we have another round of meat that's being roasted for us. Let's see if we can take this guy here, this whatever his name was, the pond jumper guy. See what else we can find here. Build an even bigger boat. I like it. I don't know how much bigger a boat can get. I mean, I like the idea of having something like with 4 platforms, but how maneuverable is that going to be? Do we eventually have to have a second mast? We'll look into it. Yes, we'll look into it. I think one thing that I have learned this last week in playing this game is that you really have to take your time when you play it. And even though there is this mission that you have to pick up 3 orbs and then basically browse through the level, there's also the consideration that you might not want to do this until you have all the weapons and all the bits and pieces that you want to get from all these levels. So take your time, explore, and enjoy the journey more than looking at the end of the game. So people can play this in about 10 hours or so. But that might not be necessarily the best approach. Looks like ample food is in range. I was going to show you the fishing mechanic as well a little bit more, because that is really cute. I didn't even know you could do fishing here. But, you know, as long as the silk moors are around, supplying us with... Oh my. Oh, that's you. Dude. When I hear these loud noises, it's like this... I'm always thinking that's other larger things that may have come back to life and all that. Blender, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. That's good. Blender itself. Maybe not. So did you hear that? Ah, that's him. That's him. I think we can take him. One more arrow. Boom, baby. Jay versus Pond Swamper, and then gets done by some silk moor. Crazy. Dude, seriously, I have bigger fish to fry. Go away. That particle emitter over there from his poison bomb hasn't quite switched off yet. My goodness. Oucharoo. Silk moors. Not giving off more meat here. The cool thing actually is that once you've killed a foe with arrows, you get your arrows back. So let's go and interact with him. See what he has to offer. Whoa. So I'll get my arrows back. That's nice. Tons of poison glands. Yuck. And a shell fragment. This armored hide. The armored hide of a hardy beast. Like this guy. Scale hull armor. My goodness. What can we do with that? Scale hull. Metal armor. Metal helm with crude metal. Oh, I see, like protection. I like it. Bit of a glider. Shrouded armor. I think that's the one we're wearing right now. Is that right? Lunge attack mask. This is another thing I've learned, that some of these things, like when it says here parry attack, we don't have to build that. Where was that? Like somewhere here, like parry ability. You don't have to build this. We don't have to craft this. We can, but we already have the ability. It's just that when you do the survivalist mode and you die completely and lose everything, then at least you retain the recipes that you've collected. So at that point, you could then go and craft this, and then you regain this ability. So we got it the moment we picked it up from one of those ready-made fires in one of the previous levels. One of those things. Mr. Nate, how's it going? Good to see you. Spider balls. What is that? I'm not familiar with spider balls. What else have we not explored on this island? Maybe over here. This is all silk. I think I have enough silk already. I don't think I need it. This is it here. That's the end of the island. I'm just going to have a look around the coast here. And then we'll head off to other areas of the island. So swamp is the first thing I've discovered. But what else the island has to offer, I really don't know yet. A lot of fog, that is for sure. Did we pick up our meat? We didn't, did we? There. Let's go eat that. There's also, while we're here, I suppose, should we know, we don't have any more meat. This is all grilled stuff now. I'm good with that. We could make some jerky, I suppose. Since we have so much meat, I think it's better that it gets you know, it lasts a bit longer then. My goodness. Well, let's wait for the jerky to get made, and then we'll head out. So much I've learned this past week. Crazy stuff. Brian, when is iClone 8 coming out? Do you know? Sometime in the summer, I think. Because I mean, they do have one thing that Reallusion do really well. I have to be brutally honest. Is that when they show off their features, it really wants you to. It makes me want to buy the software and play with it. I gotta say. Yeah, so their sizzle reels are very cool. I'm sure that once you sit there and try to do it all, it'll all be very different. I've collected this already. That's one of the orbs. But the videos really sell it, I have to say. I have to say, very interesting. This spring, okay, no definite date, gotcha. Yes, how is Mr. Dragonate today? How's Mr. Dragonate's mom? If you're around, welcome. Both of yous, both of yous. Ow! I meant to get the... Oh, dang! I just wanted to get the grass. Ugh! See what that does? Nothing good, that's what it does. Good thing is we have so much meat now, we have so much stuff to eat. Nearly done, nearly done. And come on, not doing it fast enough. I think we've done all the sticks and all the wood that I could see in the neighborhood here. And that is nice. And we have crude metal, so... And a ton of storage now, so very cool. That is another thing, I just didn't know that we could build that much storage on the boat. Even better now with the crude metal and the wooden boxes here. Thank you for the jerky. We're heading out. Bye, fire. Might see you later. Dude, seriously. There. This is the right direction, isn't it? Yeah, almost. And cattail we can't pick up. Maybe I get to show you how to do the fishing in a minute. I like to do fishing, and I'd like to do... Here's my boat. And I'd like to make a kiln so we can make these clay pots and then have more of these weapons that'll probably make our lives a little bit easier. All right. And then we might expand the boat. So, at the very bottom is anywhere is good. I'm thinking whichever direction the boat is kind of pointing, we'll try that out. See what else Chapter 4 has to offer, huh? Oh, I've discovered something else that takes a little bit of frustration away in this game. And that is in an option, under options, under, I think, gameplay. I could switch off the tutorials. So very nice. Not every 3 seconds is this game now going to remind me of the fact that I should really be sailing differently. So that's nice. You get buffering too? No way. I'm not getting buffering. But what am I watching? I'm more watching my return on 480p. So that is, you know, that's not a lot. Buffering ain't so good. Maybe we'll go this direction, go in a counterclockwise circle. There's a lot of fog around here, I must say. I suppose one thing... Ah, it's clearing up, nice. One thing that I don't know yet is what happens when we get attacked by sea foes. So that is something I'm a little bit afraid of still. Maybe then we should go and just save the game. Just in case that happens, because I don't know how difficult Chapter 4 is going to be. If we do get wiped out, at least we can go to a previous save game. Oh, there we go. Island in sight. See what's happening there. No, I think this is quite large enough. I mean, I don't know how much larger I want to make it. Do you think one more thing at the end? And then 2 hulls either side? Could do. I'm just not sure what purpose it's going to serve. Well, I suppose more room. We could do cooking on the boat. That's a possibility. Don't know what we'd cook though, because we constantly have to go and... Oh, hello. Whoa. Yeah, why didn't I just go around these things, huh? And then they slow down your boat. That's interesting. Hope they don't damage your boat. Jellyfish. See what's on this tiny little island here. I suppose a fire and a rack on the boat would have the advantage that we don't have to constantly use the sticks and build them on an island that we then might never go back to. So I think you might have a point there. Make the boat larger so that we not only have the bag rack here, that we also have a fire that we can make on the boat. So, I like it. Ahoy, Mr. Jeremy. How's it going? We're right in the middle of Chapter 4. Not so much in the middle, more than at the beginning. Oh, come on. Sailing mechanics haven't improved. Maybe there's more knowledge that I need to pick up on how to do it properly then. Yeah, 5 chapters in total, so at the end of Chapter 5 we should see some kind of ending. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Nate says expand the boat. Has Nate got us into trouble earlier? Oh, hello. Is this alive? Is it going to become alive? Letho the Plain Slaughter. Oh no! What? No, 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 no! Dude, I thought you were a statue. I didn't mean to upset you. Are we prepared yet? I don't think we are. Ugh. Letho the Planestalker. Yeah, I need to make some of these oil bombs and then we'll take care of this guy. Because I don't think... I mean, we could probably do it with an arrow here. I think he is probably a little bit too... He might be a little bit too much for us to handle. Nate never got me into any trouble. Well, okay then. If you say so. 10k walk right. Amazing. Love that you keep doing this. This is really cool. I do get my arrows back when we do that. To be honest, I'd like to be more prepared for this guy with these poisonous bombs and stuff. Let's see how this is going to be if we were to make a fire on the boat. Let's see if we were to, because I think that's a really good idea, having a fire on the boat that we can then go, maybe even have a kiln on the boat. That'd be good. Bring that everywhere. Like there's this thing, it's a small short-lived fire. It won't see you through the night, but it will at least cook a meal. It requires a stick. We have no sticks. I think we also need more clay to make these little bottles there. So I wonder if we just go and... Yeah, that's a small fire. So it's a different fire than the one... This fire here. No, that is a small short-lived fire. And then on top of that, you can then go and either build the drying rack or this. But I don't know if you can make that on a boat. So on a boat you have this fire. This is like this is boat accessories section. Maybe it's just a regular fire on the boat rather than a kiln. Maybe we need to build a kiln on land. That could be. What do we need for a kiln? Fire, thick grass, 4 clay and 2 sticks. Yeah. We do have sticks somewhere, don't we? In many storage spaces. We've got 12 sticks. All right. We can do that at any time. I like it. And that is empty. Look at that. Ha, perfect. I might put my spectral residue in there. And some 20 rocks here. And also maybe a shelf fragment that I might not need right away. Got some jerky, got a spectral spear. Ah, we're equipped. So I'm thinking let's leave this guy alone, not risk it. Go diving over yonder, over there. I can just about, in the distance, I can see something that'll give us seashells. Like right over there. You see that little thin strip? Of course, it's right against the wind, so it's going to be a little difficult. We'll get it from an angle, maybe. It's those little things that you really got to loot in this game so that you have the added advantage and added benefit later. He just wants to be friends, if only. He pretends to be a statue, and then as we get closer to pet him, he goes and bites us in the ass. That's not good. That's not good. Like that little strip over there. And then on the way back, we're going to go explore that island. It's all going well. It's all going well. Do you know, I don't get buffering, but I can see that I'm extremely behind, or my YouTube feed is extremely behind real time. So if you experience that, if you experience a lot of buffering, go ahead and refresh your browser window. That might help bring you more in line with, you know, what's really happening rather than the stuff that's happened a minute ago. Lots of islands. Haven't seen a Forsaken Island yet, which is nice. I still like to stay away from those. Ah! Dramatic music is never good. Also when the boat then just casually stops moving. It sounds dramatic. I don't really see anything dramatic around. Perhaps that's for the best. Ah. Righty, where was this thing? There. Let's dive, because we've got that amazing ability, Gortils Descent, whatever. There she goes. Picking up the sea shards. 500 of them. That's nice. And you can only go down once. And then you have them. I think it's a purple jellyfish, yes. I wonder if... Little abrupt music stops here. I wonder if I can go and put an arrow in them when I come past them again. I'll try that, Camilla. That's not a bad call. I didn't even think of trying to kill them somehow. Maybe it's food. That could be. Ah, dramaticness over. I wish this boat would just be stable, so as it does this, I can go and... That's the special ability, exactly, Nate. Can I do this without crashing into something? This looks close to the island that we've already looked at, didn't it? Is this something... Have we seen this already? No, it's a different island. More swamp islands. Oh, hello. That's nice. Mushroom, and check it out. Oh, silk moss. I like that they're not too tedious, these enemies. I think it's kind of alright. As I was saying, little pumpkin guy here. Huh? That's usually something good. New blessing, sea witch's cleansing staff. I have that in my other game. How exciting. That's the one that's like a staff that never goes away, and it has these purple dip-dops that can go and basically you stab somebody and then these purple dip-dops go into this guy and hurt him more. That's kind of cool. Equip at a blessing shrine. Excuse me. Lots of food around here, I like that. Dude, lots of silk moss around here too. We'll deal with you guys later. See what else might be on this island. Certainly wood. That is good for expanding the boat, I say. Hope my axe is going to hold up here. Oh, sticks! I love a good stick. So that means we could certainly try and build a kiln here. I don't know if we have enough clay though, so I think that might be something that's holding us back. And we can get poison bombs and all that kind of good stuff. I remember in the last couple of levels we didn't get that many food resources. So maybe this level is actually easier now than the previous ones. He says, not having seen much of the island. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. Hiya! So much wood. It's almost like it's encouraging us to build something really grand. Like more wooden hull spikes and larger platforms and all that. It could also be seen as the calm before the storm. Anything around here that we should know about, should be aware about? Aware of, rather? No, quiet. Too quiet. Too quiet, I say. You think how much thick grass do you need, but they recommend that you go and have an ample supply just in case your boat gets destroyed. You can go and build yourself at least a little grass hull boat type thing, which is nice. Any meat for us? No, just silk. Is it even worth checking these guys out? Well, there's a little bit of meat. More meat! Literally ample supplies here. Very nice. Very nice. So maybe we're not going to make a kiln here then. And we'll move on. See what else is going down. If we can. There, much easier. Expanding the boat. Let's see if the right ingredients are within our reach. So we could make one more, I suppose, a wooden deck. We need a vast amount of silk threads for that. We can do that. Perfect for scrubbing. And then we need wooden hull. Also basically silk threads again, of which we have so many of, didn't we? I mean, literally 8 of them are out there. All I need to do is pick them up. But we already have actually a box of 20, so I might just go and use the ones that I have. Clear up a little bit of inventory here. It's all about the silk threads. Were they in here? No. Where did I put them? Here! 19 silk threads. Okay. So, bamboo thing in the middle. I like it. And then we put a wooden deck kind of here. I hope we're not going to regret that, mate. Mothership completed, really? That's exciting. Is that what is that, an achievement? I didn't know Epic had achievements. Do you think this is going to be enough, or do we need another hull here on the side? Because we also have these other things now that are... Oh no, I don't actually. In my other game, I've unlocked these things like wooden hull spikes that I guess go like on the spikes here. Wood. Means we need to have another 6 wood here somewhere. Those are sticks. I don't have wood anymore. There, 9 wood. There. I think we need 6 wood to make that a like this here. Right, look, so it just goes... That's how it does it. It just goes and makes a larger one. Ah, so it just goes and replaces this part and just goes and loops around that. That's neat. So it just goes and puts it in the middle there. That's very clever. I love it. We're gonna need a bigger boat, Roy. And there we have it. What else we got? We got some Gloomharrow skin here. More sticks. Oh, I like that. So we've got a good amount of sticks now. This is clay. I'm just going to go put this wood back. Jerky. Ah, we're equipped. Got thick grass by the bucket. Was this actually where the... Yeah, this is where the silk threads were in. So I'm going to go and store that in there. I know where the silk is. And then this here, go with the sticks and the wood. There. Roast meat and raw meat and also plum puff. Good. The never-ending quest for sticks, that's right. What was the deal with the kiln then here? Kiln means 4 clay. Grass, fire, stick, 4 clay. Let's see, do we have that? This is 2 clay. Just want to consolidate my clay here. This is rock. This is that. Shell fragment. Do we have clay in here? No, no clay. So 2 clay is all we have. 2 clay is all we have. See if we find another island with clay ability. First time we're taking our new expanded massive large boat out for a ride. I like it. This is going that way, so I think maybe we need to go and turn around. Okay, go further this way. Yeah, let's do that. See what else happens. I gotta say, these visuals, they just don't seem to get boring. It's just very nice to just hang out here. Yes, only 50% larger. It costs us an arm and a leg in wood. While we're at it, actually, while the boat is doing its thing, do we need to repair things? Cropster dinner, anyone? I like it. Well, now that it's larger... Oh, man. I'm trying to not go through the frickin' coral reef here. That would be nice. Let's go backwards if we can. That would be bad. Can I go around there like so? The moment you leave the rudder unattended, that's when bad things happen. That moment. Or your boat doesn't move at all. That is also sometimes what happens. Frequently. Frequently. Double it. The demands, man. The demands. Dude, would you stop? Because... Oh, there's two of them. What are you thinking? Do we even fit through here? I was trying to do my best captaining through this little area here. Looks like... Come on. Go sail already. All I wanted to really check is there any repairs that needed to be done on the boat? Think we got through this. Think we got through this. Are we going the right way? Yeah, kind of. Kind of. Whoops. Wow. The boat survived that. The rock got demolished. I love it. Nothing as far as the eye can see. At this rate, one day we're going to need crew to steer this boat. Okay, that sounds as if there's danger lurking. But where? Where from? Because, you know, if you're around dangerous beast, we're not going to get you with a stick, are we? We're going to go and use something like the Tempest Bow. Maybe also just press the right button. Did I just fire that? I meant to cancel it. Oh, these bows are expensive, you know. So that over there, that's still that island. This could be a different island. That certainly is a different island. Back at the helm, Captain. I wasted an arrow. I thought so. I thought so. I want to be Luris. I didn't see you there. How you doing? That would be so bad. Crash my boat. No, that would be bad. Sail through that way? Or no, it's actually going to be bad for the wind. Let's go sail around that way. The stuff you have to think about. Funny that the wind always comes from where I don't need it. That is that like that in real life as well? Maybe we will go this way then. Turn the boat, come on. Oh, there's another jellyfish. Let's see if I can get them. I'm going to try it as hand-to-hand combat. Like here, the large guy. Whoops. Does that do anything? I don't think it does. Ow, no, he just stings me. Okay, good. He just stings me and that's it. And I've wasted another arrow. Dang. Okay, well now we know. Maybe it's part of the cool thing about finding out how the game thinks about these things. I thought I'd try to punch a jellyfish. It didn't work out. Now we know. New island for us to explore. Hopefully there's clay. Or other goodies. I think I could also do with a little meal here, I think. Maybe some of my meat before it goes off. Delicately roasted. Liking that. And then you look away and you think, where's the island? It's a lot of bad weather, you know. The sea was angry that day, my friend. Oh, there. Ready-made fire. Ouch. See, I didn't even see that rock. I didn't even see the rock. Thankfully, you haven't missed much, Jeremy. I'm trying to get a little bit closer to the shore there, to the fire. Even though it might be a really bad idea. Size of this boat. We have to consider building a dinghy next so that we can do these things. I think I might just go and park it over here. Oh, come on. A little further. A little further. Well, stay here then, boat. Fine. Let's see if I care. You haven't missed much. It's a new island with a new, what is it? Ability, perhaps? Denied the blessing of the Great Ones. We are cut off from the crossing. We cannot leave these islands, little fish. And we cannot die. All we have left is our story, our sorrow, and our loathing. That's the purple stuff. Loathing is not good. But also we have a fire, which is really nice. So we can, with 2 more dip-dobs of clay, we can totally make that. We can make that kiln. I think meat is going to go off before the cropster meat, so I'm going to go and start grilling things. I'm not going to go and put one of the racks on here, because it's either going to be a rack or a fire. We may have both, but ideally we're going to find 2 more pieces of clay and then build ourselves that kiln here. Mr. L! You have missed some killing. Whoops. But here's some more killing just for you. There was a massive guy that I killed earlier. He was a bit dangerous. Thankfully I never got too close to him. Yes, he was massive and spiky and all that. Do you know, we actually have so much fish and meat. I think we're going to go and I'll go and pick up a couple of sticks from my supply here. Stick supply. And then we will actually build a rack. I think it's worth having a rack and a kiln if we can make one. Just because we have so much meat here, including probably from these silk moors. There's probably more meat that's coming in, which is nice. So the killing of Jay is no good. I agree. I agree. Sliced thinly, yes, exactly. So cool. Doesn't look like it though, does it? That you could eat it. When you look at these things, you go, oh. I suppose there are so many different jellyfish though. So the ones that we see here in the water, they're more like, they're tiny. But if you see the ones on the Apple screensaver, for example, they are massive. So I can imagine there's a lot of meat on them. Probably pure protein. I can't see there's a lot of carbohydrates in them, so... Stick! Oh, nice! Oh, look at him! He probably doesn't want to play with us. Ah! And he does this, does he? He has that tongue as well. Ow! See, I'm going to try to get this guy in hand-to-hand combat here. Maybe that is a bad idea. Ah! Maybe that is a bad idea. Did I save my game beforehand? No, I didn't, did I? So maybe that's the way to do it. Oh. He has that tongue as well. That is just very dangerous. Oh, the glider, really? You're gonna bring out the glider? Oh, see the tongue, not the tongue. And it's dangerous and poisonous. No! See, this is how this guy gets here. And I really didn't even want to get involved. But go away. No! Oh, man! We're gonna go totally die again, aren't we? So the best thing to do in that moment is go back to the boat, because none of the enemies apparently can attack you on the boat. Which is just so good to know. Crazy stuff. Raw meat, yeah, we don't want to eat that. That's raw crobster meat. Didn't we have anything else? There was jerky, certainly, but there was also... So like these things here, plum puff. Jesus! I did not want to engage with this guy. So when they get you off guard, you know, terrible. Never save, yeah, exactly. It's my motto. Calamari, probably. Do you know what? That's probably what it'll be like. That is the one thing I can imagine as well. Right, interact. And also go build this. And then cook all the other meat before it goes off. Because everything always goes off. Delicately roasted meat. Thin sliced. Perfect. And then we have 2 crobster meat, so we're good here. We're good here. Quickly save the game one more time, and then we're going to go try and get this guy. I mean, there's also the arrow, you know. He doesn't like that, does he? Ha! Whoa, it keeps killing him. Poor guy. Look at that. Wow. He's in agony. Let's give him another one. He does not like that. That long tongue of his. Crazy. Yes! Got the Gloom Harrow. Aha! In his face, yes. Whew. That was tough. Gloom Harrow Jaw, we needed that for something. But I forgot what that was for, to be really honest. Yes, what did we need to make with the Gloom Harrow Jaw? There was a shovel, maybe. An axe. An axe. Okay, so we're going to go and keep this in a safe place. Because eventually my axe is going to break. I just know it. And it'll be good to have a spare Gloom Harrow Jaw when the time comes. Because that means we can... It's doing okay still, but the moment it goes off, you know what it's like. Gloom Harrow Skin. Also neat. Did we have another one of those somewhere? I think so. Yeah, see, Gloom Harrow Skin. Thought I'd seen that. That's something you can use for cloaking yourself. So the enemies see you less. I think I've got mine equipped already. I think this is it here. The Shrouded Armor, that's the one. So it makes you less detectable to foes. Wow, so much happening. This is still cooking. Let's have a look at the rest of the island, pick up some more resources. Like, you know, sticks and woods. Oh, I can see silk moss already dangling from the tree. And save, that's not a bad idea. I like it, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad call. Ooh, mushrooms, alright. So food's all of a sudden not a problem anymore, but it really depends on the game, I guess, because when we started this, food was scarce, extremely scarce. Level 3 was more difficult, I find, than this level so far. So I'm still totally on my guard here. Things could be bad at any moment, you know. Jeremy is literally my autosave function. Jeremy is the save reminder. Sea lilies, we might as well pick them up. These are good for potions and all that. For which we need a cauldron. And I don't know how to make one. So that's not something I've come across yet. It's certainly a lot more foggy in this level, I say. These are not things to pick up. Good old rust cap here. See what we can mix together. Sleep well, Neville. Sweet dreams. Thank you for dropping by. Ooh. Well, before you go to bed, Neville, what is this? That looks interesting. With the purple glow and everything. I'm thinking that's probably worthy of a photo. If we have the right background somewhere. Actually, yeah, that was probably alright. Let's do this. For the next hour, Jay will be taking photos. All we need is the correct pose here. Also nice. Even better. Let's do that. There's me thinking just her looking at the purple thing would also be nice, but then her lying down is also an interesting picture. Just have a lie down and chill out. And maybe not, I don't know. But maybe this, that could be it. Loving it. It is so cool. The photo mode in this game is seriously rad. Seriously rad. Storm's Eye Gem. Oh, what do we do with that? Clay kiln, that's the thing we need to make. Metal shards for sling ammo. This guy, we're totally going to leave him alone. I'm not even going to... I could literally just kill him with my bare hands, but I'm not going to do that. Because there's so many of them. Look at that. So funny. Freshly picked berries. That's always good to quench a hunger and a thirst. A storm spear. Ah. Yes, I have a feeling our current spear, well, that's the arrow here. Our current spear is going to break at one point. It is... There's this one, which is like the one I have because of magical powers and whatnot. But the one we're really using, I think this one here, Spectral Spear, that's the one. I think I already have that. Spectral Spear. That's a good one, isn't it? Am I really using that? No, see, I'm using this one, the Ancestral Spear. I should be using this. That is what I should be using. That really does a ton of damage Oh, sticks! Look at that! The amount of sticks we get. I'm glad I could let you in on the spectral spear thing, on the spectral whatever we just collected there. Spectral dibdops. I have so many mushrooms. That's actually that's new. But no clay, notice. And now that we have this expanded storage, I can literally pick it all up and just pop it on the boat. Check out the area. Man invites storage and is happy. And there's more wood, also nice. Make another spectral something or other. I wouldn't know what though, Nate. I can't just go make these things and then maybe I need the spectral what's it for later for something else. I know I can make spectral arrows, I believe. But then, you know, they're just arrows. They're kind of gone then, aren't they? But yeah, all raw crops the mate has degraded. That isn't actually bad. That just means it's 30% more and then it'll rot completely. Oh, hello. Who are you then, guys? Should I even be wasting my what's it spear on you guys? Because it degrades. The other one does not degrade, so meat! Okay. Good, more food. There's so much meat here now. Do you remember when we had literally 2 hours and there was no food at all? I remember that. And silk I'm not even going to pick up anymore. Because, you know, that's just how I roll. Pick up all this. And then put cropster meat on here before it degrades any further. And we have a lot of cropster meat, it looks like. And we have more meat. Ah, and then we can make more jerky. This is great. Oh, we also need to light the fire, of course. There. Another spectral something or other. We don't want to expand the boat even further, do we? I think it's pretty large and good the way it is. Let me go and see if there's any repairs that need to be done. Repair. Well, that seems to be in good shape here. Bamboo could probably do with... Oh, we can repair that with just a bit of rope. What's happening here? 100%. 72%. Yes, let's go and repair that. Got some spare wood for that. Popeye, how you doing? Welcome. This is 87. 87. We have the wood. Let's go and treat ourselves here. It's gonna all be very ship-shape. And I like how the texture changes ever so slightly when you repair something. If it was broken. 94 is probably okay still. Mast, 99. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're totally fine here. Think, was that it on this island then? Yeah, looks like it. Looked at everything. That's still a cook in here. Could do some fishing here while I'm waiting. Let me go use my ancestral spear for this. And just go... This is a bit like the traffic in Grand Theft Auto. If you don't see any fish, don't worry. You just stand here super patiently. And then eventually they'll come up. They'll just spawn. They'll just... I think. No worries. Thank you so much for dropping by, Pamela. I'm gonna hunt one fish just for you. Oh, this one got away. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this. Because I could just play this game for hours. I was looking, so I have 2 more days to get $10 off something in the Epic Store. And I'm not sure what to get. None of these games really speak to me. These newfangled ones, you know. I half had my eye on... Aha! Shore Skipper! I half had my eye on... the Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo thing. He's back! I'm not gonna hunt him. I'm just gonna hunt for fish now. So yes, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo thing. Only loosely inspired by the Alfred Hitchcock thing. So he wasn't involved in it, as you can imagine, in the making of that. Yes, until tomorrow I have, so I'm not entirely sure. Elden Ring! Oh, mixed reviews. I'm not entirely sure. Mixed reviews, it says. Elden Ring. But that doesn't mean it's a good or bad game. Have you played it? Yes, I have heard of that. There's also, I mean, it's not available on Epic, but there's New World as well in the same kind of category-ish. But I haven't played that one either yet. It's one of those things, I'm not sure if I have the time to devote to a game like that. This is more my kind of style, where it's a bit casual, and if you don't play for a couple of weeks, that's also good. Flame roast fish, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to turn this into oil. And just go make a little bit of jerky, because we have so much meat. I'm going to go and put some jerky on here. I have no idea about Maya. I only know it exists. I've tried it out. That was actually the first 3D application I've tried out as a cracked copy. But shh, don't tell Autodesk. It was over 20 years ago, so it probably doesn't matter anymore. But I have no idea how it works today. Sorry, buddy. Can't help you there. What I would imagine is that you can get the diffuse texture out, but not the other ones if you do it with OBJ export. There's also a bridge, but I don't use that app at the moment. Yes, there is, Pamela. There is indeed. Yes, there is a DAS Plus subscriber stream that I hope DAS have sent you the link to. Yes, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. your time. And my guest on the show today will be Com Jackson. It'll be really exciting to see how he puts a render together and how he does some post-production in both Photoshop and a software called Exposure to get some exciting skin detail out of it. Yeah, hope to see you there. Oh, wow, really? I wonder if that's what they're working on. Cyberpunk VR. I'm sure they are. Oh. I just want to grab my jerky and get out of here. I think this guy we're just going to leave for another time. I'm actually going to go and save my game here, just in case something goes badly wrong. Yeah, you get yourself some coffee. Animations, yeah, I'm looking forward to a new script that'll eventually come out by 3D Universe that will let you make any blocks with the interpolation that you see on the timeline. So there is a thing currently that when you make an any block out of something that you see on the timeline, the interpolation slightly changes when it turns into an any block, and this script will avoid that. Aha! Perfect! Got jerky. Let's hike it out of here before this other guy comes and gets us. If we can, in fact, turn our boat. Probably gonna have to push it, don't I? There we go. Yeah, good luck with Maya, Popeye. I hope it's gonna work out for you. Oh, come on. Turn the boat around. Is this a good way to go? Yeah, I think so. Kind of just towards those rocks there. See what we find. And careful with the jellyfish and all. There they are. And also the coral reefs here, that now that my boat is so large, I can't actually see where they are anymore. It's very difficult to... Dude. It's very difficult to avoid them. And the rocks. I don't really see where the drama comes in. I don't see any danger. Or is it maybe a storm? I wonder if we'll get engines at one point in this game. Yeah, currently clay. Clay is still the thing that I'd like to find. Is there something straight ahead? I can't quite see. It looks like there might be. Oh, here he is. Look at that. Whoa. Should we take him on? Whoa, he takes us on. That's how it works. Gotcha. It's not us taking him on, it's him taking us on. Dude, where are you? Did we get him? Totally didn't get him. Should we even try fighting him, or is that a really bad idea? He is invincible! Our arrows literally do nothing to this guy. And they are bone-tipped, you know. Well, I'll go sea shark hunting over there then. I hear coffee, indeed, yes. Tell me, can you still get a... what's it called? A personal learning edition license for Maya? I think there's a trial, but you can also request something like a personal learning license from them. That means you can use the software non-commercially and you can learn from it with it and all that. You don't have to pay them $3.5 grand a year, which is what it costs, I think. Ever so slightly overpriced, perhaps. Or is there a cheaper indie license these days? I've not really looked into Maya. It was always just in the category way too expensive for me to even spend time looking at. I'm sure it's a very capable program, especially for animations. Ah, I lost it! Where was it? Yeah, so when you approach one of these things, the little blue lines go away, which is a bit of a shame, so you have to go further away again to see them. Because, you know, it's good to have sea sharks. That could be that island that we see in the very distance here. That's with the blue streak there. I think that's the one with the that we've already discovered, like the very first one we were. So let me go turn right and see what awaits us here. Cartoon animations, gotcha. I mean, the guy who does Lucas the Spider, he uses Maya. And yeah, I mean, he's he has so many views. He's got he's got the license fee and good profit. So okay, that's interesting. Yeah, 2D is big as well. It's massive. There's a what was the program again that Reillusion have a version that does 2D animations? Was it the Cartoon Animator? Was that it? But I'm glad to hear it's working in Blender too. That's really good to hear. Oh, there's something we can have a look at. This little mini island here. Let's go to that. And pronto. Now I'm glad that we have all this food, so we don't have to starve while we take it slow to go from one thing to the other. These mini islands, sometimes they just have these sea shards and other goodies, like sometimes you find leather, sometimes you find wood. So it's nice to explore those. I wonder actually if you can build a canoe and take the canoe with you as well. I find that the fact that we could row manually, that was quite nice. It's interesting that sometimes when the wind blows and your raft doesn't move at all, you could just still row. So I wonder if a second boat is a good idea. Cartoon Animator, that's the one. That's the one. Yes, you get yourself some coffee, Durrell. It's such a chill game. You're just in this world, and it's all very pretty. What do the South Park guys use? They have a system that was that Moho? I think they used Moho for a while. I don't know if they're using a proprietary system now, but that's basically, if you can't draw, you just use a 3D render and you just cut the mouth in and just make the person talk like that. So it's kind of good to do it that way. That might be another good shot for the books, especially if we go and do a bit of camera roll here, like so. Do it all dramatic. Or even do the over the shoulder one like this. Shame she's not looking in the right direction here. We'll do that. I actually have a feeling that things like these are going to be the future of us rendering things out, because it's just so much more convenient than anything else. I mean, really all we need now, in addition to this kind of photo mode, is literally a way to select the character and spin them around. And that's just so much easier to make, isn't it, than in any of the other applications we currently use. With so much, it's certainly very inspiring to get angles that you might not have rendered, because it would just take too much time to set it all up and try it out. So oops. Oh, that's nice too. I meant just to interact here. I'm glad he's developing it himself here, Victor. What's it called? Paradis, I think. You have been blessed with increased stamina. Oh, look at that! Nice yellow bars, bigger now. Good stuff. Yes, after Smith Micro divested themselves of all these programs, I'm glad that he took it on and said, hey, this is, I'm going to sell it now. It's good stuff. I like it. It's not actually that expensive for what it is, isn't it? It's only a couple, $200-300. Compared to Maya, it's actually a cheap app. Compared to Maya, everything's cheap. Let's have a look at this island right in the distance there, with the kind of pink trees And there's a mini island we're going to go and encounter on our way to that. It's going to be good. Yeah, but only a second boat, only if I can put it on my first boat. I have a feeling that's where the plan falls over. I think you have to have a second boat could be on an island, but you can't take it with you, I don't think. Even though that would be good. Oh, come on. Drive already. Is that what you say to boats? Drive a boat? Yes, I do not recommend you use cracked software. I do not recommend it. It actually made a big difference to me. I mean, I, like everyone who is young and eager and doesn't have a lot of cash in the bank, I started with cracked software of things, anything from Premiere to Photoshop, and Maya including it. But I just didn't get it, so it didn't actually make much of a difference if I had a copy or not. I just didn't know how to use it. When I started using licensed software, when I started buying Photoshop for the first time and Premiere, it made a big difference of how I felt about the software. So that's quite interesting. I hadn't anticipated that. I just thought up until that point, well, Adobe are rich enough, they don't need my money. And almost like from this attitude, well, I'm entitled to use it, you know, they're just overcharging everyone. And when I started making a little bit of money, I said to myself, you know, I can't really do this with cracked software. I need to have a commercially licensed version for this stuff. I just can't, this is just illegal to do it. I just can't do it. And so the moment I did it, I felt really good about doing that as well, because I understood the value of the software. I got all this support. I could now literally go and call them or shoot them an email to say, hey, something is wrong here. I don't know how to do this. And they would answer me, and it was all perfectly legal and above board because I had a license. And it made a big difference in how I felt about the software. And I'm glad I did it. And since then, I've just never used any cracked software anymore, because if you're using something commercially, if you make money out of it, definitely worth giving back. So I think as an energy exchange, it's kind of nice to see it that way, that money is kind of an energy exchange in a way. I think this might be the next blue dip-top island, I'm thinking. Whoops. Good morning, Nancy. How's it going? Double live stream, huh? Very good. Do you know, yes, Durrell, this is what I do as well. Take the 30 days or 14 or whatever they give you in softwares, and only start it and install it when you actually have time to enjoy it, and if you have the time to play with it, and just go and evaluate it. If you need another 30 days, either speak to the company or sign up with a second account. Because if it is software that you like, there's also this argument about can you see yourself investing the amount of time into the software, if you were to buy it, would you be able to pick it up? Would you be able to learn it? Would you be able to use it? And if you can, then yeah, absolutely. Drop them some cash. But it's all fair enough. If you're a student and you're not making any cash, then you just don't have any to spare. So I see that side as well, which is why I appreciate these people who give you non-commercial licenses, that you say, hey, look, while you don't have cash, go use our software, go learn our software. It's actually a very clever way to do this. And once in 2-3 years time, 5 years time, when you have the cash and you know our software inside out and you use them for a commercial project, then start paying us. It's like, the Epic model of licensing. I think that is my favorite. I wish every software company would do that. Have the software for free. Don't worry about cracked copies. It's just ridiculous. Don't do that. Just use the original version. If you make cash with it, do let us know. If you're earning over $1 million, awesome. Give us 5%, because at that point, I'm sure you can afford it. My God. Fight against the 55,000 silk moors. Dude. He has teeth. Yeah, I wish every software company would do that. Have it for free. If you make $1 million a year, give us 5%. Like all these other companies who have these things, get an indie license for whatever nominal, not so much nominal amount, but get an indie license if you're making under 100 grand a year. That's another nice threshold to do it that way. But I wish they wouldn't charge a nominal amount. Just say, unless you're making some X a year, give us cash. If you're not, we don't need your $20 a month. But hey, it'll very much depend on how large the software company is. I totally understand that. Oh, really? And your father didn't like it. Interesting. I agree, Nico. Absolutely. 30 days isn't what it used to be in our fast times, and especially with software that you really have to test in situ and with many things. I like it when, and only very few companies do this, that you get, whoops, oh dear. Ow, no, ow, 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 my goodness. Oucharoo. Looks like we're gonna have to go and swim around the island. Hope this is the way to the beach here. Raw fish has degraded, what a shame. I like it when they give you a 30-day trial, but it's not consecutive. So when they count the days on which you've opened it, so that when you open it on a Monday and then the next time you open it on a Friday, the Friday is day 2 of your 30-day trial, if they count it that way. That is nice. I like that. But only very few companies do that, because then 30 days in where we come from, it's just like over so fast, isn't it? I have, of course, gone round the wrong way on the island. Oh no, there we go. Beach! Shareware, that was another interesting idea. I think that was the first foray, I think, wasn't it, into the new world of open source software and all that. Because I think more and more companies realize that giving software away for free and then making money either via donations or via other things is actually a better business model than charging up front, because it just is so much better for the user base. You just get so many more people using it if you give something away for free. Or then, like, another idea are these things that Epic do with the free games, you know, or what Humble Bundle do with the extremely cheap software. It's all so that you increase the user base of a software. Oh, hello. What have we got here? Map to the Stolen Gong. Yeah, let's go and find the gong. Little fish, I've taken the ceremonial gong and buried it nearby. But where? Only persistence or blind luck will yield results. Oh, we're not so far away. Oh, there's 3 pieces on the map. Only one of these is the gong, actually. So one is... the 2 of them will be something like goodies. Only one of them will be the actual gong. And when we have the gong, we can put it in here, and then we will be able to go to get our blue orb here, there'll be another thing that'll open. That'll get us up here, which currently doesn't work. So that's how this is going to work. This is... That is very nice of your dad. That is very nice of your dad. That's also a way of preventing your kids from using cracked software. You just go, do you know what, kid? This is wrong. And kid, I mean that in a metaphorical way. That was actually very nice of him. But I suppose it kind of goes to show he believes in paying for software. And I believe in that as well. If it's good software, you think, yeah, it's just one of those things. If it's good software, if you make money with it, even if it's just pocket money, I like giving back. I like that approach. I like sharing it. I like the idea that if I don't make money, I don't pay money. But as soon as I start making money, I share it around with the people who made it possible for me to make that. So, I think we have that degraded fish here. I think I might just chuck that overboard. This is raw fish. It's almost off. Let's turn that, before it goes completely off, let's turn it into oil. I've been meaning to do that for a while. There we go, oil. Aha! Yoshi, how's it going? 250s make 100. That is exactly right. You have a good broker. Let's put this in storage. I think we have fish oil somewhere else. That wasn't actually here. Maybe here? Nope, maybe here. No, that's interesting. Well, this is now the fish oil locker then. What is this? Storm's Eye Gem. That could be going in here as well. Oil. Where was the oil? Well, there we go. Oil goes in here. And then we have wood as well. That can go in here. Sticks. 20 sticks. I love it. Bones. Yeah, let's put bones in here. And then we have the sea lily. Those are all magical ingredients. I think they might be in here. Did we have sea lilies and stuff in here? We do now. So many of them. Well, save the game. Go gong hunting. Aha! Does it now? Right, that is... So yeah, absolutely. That's another very interesting point. I hadn't thought about it that way. But yes, of course, it does cut down on piracy. That is very true. I remember... This is another thing that's interesting. I remember 2005, something like that. I used to be a member of one of those sites that had movies that you would download so that you can stream them. And they weren't brand new ones. They were literally just, you know, they were stuff that you'd get from Blockbuster. And the thing with Blockbuster was always that it was... We didn't have one close by, so it was kind of... it was cumbersome to get there, and must have been around 2000 actually. That's when it was. That we didn't have one close by, so it was more convenient to download a movie or stream a movie. Even though our data, like our internet lines, weren't as fast as they are today, that was a service that people really wanted. But large companies weren't ready to put that in place yet. So that's interesting that we had these services. You pay like some random guy in China $100 a year, and you could download both softwares, cracked softwares, and movies from that site, and then just watch them. A few years later, like 10-15 years later, companies like Netflix do it the legal way. But it's kind of, it just goes to show, if people want it, it gets done. And if enough people do it, you think, hey, that's interesting. Large companies can't say no. Like the whole Napster music streaming thing, same thing. people wanted it to be that way, and it got done, but it took ages for it to become legal. Why can't I move? Come on, let's go to this island there, right ahead. Come on. Is my anchor still in place? No, I'm moving. It's just extremely slow. Oh, come on. Interesting. That's an interesting approach. Free version, locked features. Full version, features unlocked. Or if you don't want to / can't pay the full whack for the software, make it a subscription service. I like it. What I like about that approach is that the customer has a choice. It's not dictated by what the company deem is best. It really puts the choice on the customer. I mean, several softwares still have this today, that you can say, we give you a one-off purchase option, or we give you a monthly option, or we give you an annual option or a monthly option. I like that. I see this is really dangerous. Looks like, according to our map, this is where one gong part might potentially be held up here. And this is not an island, that is actually just a coffee splodge on my monitor. Gotcha. Do you know, I think the Corel guys, they do that. Painter, you can buy Painter, or you can subscribe to Painter, and when you subscribe, you get a ton of brushes or something. You get some extra thing that you don't get when you buy the software. I like this other option that I think Embergen has that. Embergen, I've just downloaded the 15-day trial, which is, you know, not very long at all. But they have this option that you say you can either subscribe, and if you subscribe for 12 months, we give you a perpetual license for the version that you had, and then you can keep using that forever. Basically like what the Substance Painter guys did. I like that as well. Very, very cool idea. Or they say you can buy it and then you get a perpetual license right away. But if you can't afford that right now, keep paying for 12 months and then we will give you one. If you cancel your subscription earlier, you don't get the perpetual license. But if you keep paying for a year, we're going to get you one. Also a nice idea. And then with the perpetual license, you get 1 year's worth of upgrades free. That's kind of nice. And then after that, you have to go and buy like a 50% upgrade thing, and then you get another year's worth of free upgrades. Oh, I see. So the gong might actually be saved somewhere other side of the island. I didn't see anything that I could unearth here with my bone shovel. Here! Aha! Hiya! Could this be the gong? Let's have a look. Ceremonial gong! Totally found it. That is very nice. I do have the other things are still there, but we have the gong. That is nice. So we could literally, while we're here, we could go back to this island and just put the gong there and just go grab that second orb thing. If only I could find my boat. Here it is. Should we grill stuff? I mean, things are degrading here. Delicately roast meat, I think it's just go eat that. This is the one that it says it's degrading here. Oh no, it's actually this, so we just need to eat it. That's okay. We could turn it into jerky. Right, Camilla. Gotcha. DAS, I think DAS Studio was always free, except for that one period where they offered the free Advanced and Pro versions. What did they offer for free, other than the Genesis assets? I don't quite remember either. Well, that is the island, isn't it? This here. Yes, that's the island. A fancy pizza dish, indeed. Yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of games you have to pay monthly to access them. I like this business model that Fortnite have, where they say you can play it free, and if you want additional cosmetic advantages, or not just cosmetic items in your game, you can give us microtransactions. That's cool. I like that. That's neat. But again, it's about, it expands the player base. I think the moment you lock something behind a paywall, it excludes like 90% of the potential audience. This is part of why, whoops, ouch. This is part of why occasionally you get these freebie games, because me playing it means you see it and then you think maybe I'll buy it. That's kind of how it works. But I wouldn't have played it in the first place had it not been free, you know? One of those things. Yeah, I think free and free to air is the way to go. That is my preference. Just make everything free. And then you can have some premium features if you like, but the bulk of what you do, give that away for free. I think let people do with it whatever they like. And then, like you say, give options that if you're using it commercially, then go and give people options to pay if and what they want. That's the spirit. One day, my friends, we'll be there. How many of these guys are here? Have you all come back to life? I mean, 12 of you. That's a lot. I'm here for the gong, man. Not for your teeth. More silk than you'll ever need. I'm not even going to pick that up because we have so much meat that would otherwise degrade. Righty then, the gong. Right, yes. Younger me used to game a lot more myself, yes. You truly hate it. They don't? Oh, that's mean, really? You can't install older versions anymore? Is it just because they don't give you the installers? Because I'm sure if you had them still, they would let you do it. They might not let you download them anymore, which is, you know, that's on the edge of mean. That's one of those things I don't like about DAS Studio either, that you don't officially get to download older installers. Like now, as perfect example, 4.16 versus 4.20. Those of us who have upgraded and who want to still use 4.16, unless you've saved your own installer, you can't get a hold of them anymore. Torchlight, right, yes. Yes. Yeah, I like that as well. I definitely like that about DAS, that you give people the base application and you make money from the content, and you only buy the content that you want, and that's, you know, that's a good way of doing it. That's what kept me from trying out Poser for a while, because I think that it was about 200, 300, 500 bucks or whatever the retail price. I eventually found a copy for 50, and that was nice. But yeah, that's initially what kept me from buying Poser, because I was thinking, well, DAS Studio is free, so might as well get started with that. It really stuck with me. It's just, yeah, I liked it better than Poser. I did eventually buy Poser. But I never really got into it that much. Popeye. Not for those still using it, though. 2 orbs found. Look at that. We could go straight down and see what that Gong Island has to offer. And see what other islands we find in the meantime here. Let's do that. Actually, no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Straight down. Straight down. Kind of this way. Oh, straight against the wind. Ah, dang. Might also go and save my game here, just in case something untoward happens. Come on, buddy. Do you think a second mast would make the game faster? I mean, the what's it called? The boat faster? Not the game, the boat. Excuse the brain freeze. Dude! Very distracting, the cropster. Right, yeah, that's another good idea, Camilla, that you buy. It's a little bit like that with Fortnite, but with Fortnite you never get a competitive advantage. So I think the other game that's favored on especially on the mobile apps is that you can eventually get the same resources if you just play long enough, but if you want them now, you can just go and buy them. Yoshi, good point. I mean, with Poser, I feel, and this is personal opinion, of course, I feel that when I bought Poser, it was version 7, and that was like, many years ago. Ah, man, it's just so difficult to sail here, isn't it? So yeah, it was version 7, and there was a lot that could be improved. But then there came the point where they've done that. Poser 2010, 2012, 2014, they added so many things, including cloth dynamics and all that, that I feel like now Poser is almost at a point where it is feature complete. So I think that makes it really difficult to say, well, what else would you add to it that makes a paid upgrade even worth it? And of course you have to have a paid upgrade, because otherwise how are you going to pay the developers? But therein lies the problem, isn't it, for Poser? Because what else would you like in an app like Poser? Maybe DAS figure compatibility. That would be an interesting thing to have. But yeah, so that makes it kind of difficult to justify another paid upgrade. I mean, I felt the same way. I got Poser 11.3, I think, for free because they changed the license service there. But Poser 12, I looked at it and I was thinking, well, it's essentially Poser 11, isn't it? With what other features? Nothing really. And so I'm thinking, well, for the marginal improvements you've made, I mean, I understand that you want some cash for this. I hear you. But also the customers might be thinking, do you know, I don't see the need for an upgrade. Unless with paid upgrades, unless you can give me a reason to pay you more cash, I'm going to go and use the older version, because that does exactly what I need and I've already paid for it. So that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Zigzag. Dude, stop jumping on my boat. So we go zigzag so that we can get some speed here. At least reach that island down there. Come on, move already. It's not moving at all, is it? It's gonna take a while to get there. And Victoria 4, do you remember when that was released? That was 2008, I think. 2000. No, actually, that was 4.2. I think that came out in 2008. I think Victoria 4.0. That must have been like 2.4, 2006. Still a very popular figure despite her age. Was I? Dang, I've missed it. Oh, look at that super cute little island. Let's go over there. One Tree Island. I like it. Let's see what's over there. One Tree Island. Happy memories, Victoria 4. But yeah, I mean, judging by the amount of content you'll still find, newly released content for Victoria 4, it still has a fan base. I'm a little bit sad that Dawn never really took off. I'm a little bit sad to hear that. And I don't really know what happens with the new kind of poser original figures. What were they called again here? La Femme and Le Homme. I'm not sure how... Ooh. Map to a piece of equipment. I see you, little fish, and I have a gift for you. My old equipment. If you are resourceful, you'll find it buried on a nearby island. Thank you, mysterious person who gives us maps to things. Oh, look at that. Lots of treasure hunting. And 1 wood. And 0 map to piece of equipment. Gotcha. Hey, this is nice. I think, why don't I just stay on this little island here? Can I eat this? Delicately roasted meat. Yeah, before it goes off, let's go eat that. This is raw meat. Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna go save the game here, and I'm gonna go and see you either this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a funky little dash stream with my special guest, Mr. Combe Jackson. Or I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here for another round of Funky Windbound, where we're going to do some treasure hunting and see, you know, if we can get into level 5 and how difficult it is. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me. Hopefully I'll see you later. Have a wonderful weekend, if not. And I'll see you tomorrow or later tonight, later this afternoon. Take care. Bye-bye.